Okay, so before we start, I'm just going to go through a quick housekeeping briefing. So everyone will be muted throughout the webinar, and if you have any questions, don't worry, you can use the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen. And for YouTube, for those who are on YouTube, it should be on the right or on the left side. It is a chat function, it's a chat room, and we have a team that will also take questions from there as well. I will also be taking some questions towards the end of the session. Okay, so let's start. So to those who have just joined us, welcome, good morning. My name is Marsyitah. I'm heading the Learning Services team at OpenLearning Malaysia. And as part of the Learning Services team, we have a group of learning designers who work closely with institutions, corporate clients, and also content creators to develop online courses on the Open Learning platform. So in today's webinar, I'm going to show you what the OL course template looks like. This course template was designed by us, the in-house learning services team, based on our experience working with these partners. So because one of the most asked questions that we get is, can you share a model course? Can you share how a course looks like on the Open Learning platform? So a lot of participants at our workshops would like something that they can take away and work on and reuse to design their course. So this is it. This is the course template that you can request and reuse as many times as you can, make it suitable for your own course. So before I start, I would also like to introduce my colleague Erica from the Open Learning Malaysia marketing team. Go for it, Erica.
Thanks, Marsyitah. Hi, everyone. Good morning. It's really nice to be here with all of you. Yes, and we understand that for many, whether you are a content creator, a trainer, educator, or even a freelancer, and especially for those who are new to online learning, but you want to get started, right? We understand that we all need a little extra support, especially at a time like this. So I think this course template will be really helpful for many of us. And the reason I'm joining you today is because later in this webinar, I will share with you some very exciting new initiatives and even some limited time offers that will help you to build and launch your online courses as well as your online programs and to start enrolling learners quickly. So I'll speak to you all in a bit. I'll pass it back to you, Marsyitah.
Thanks, Erica. So do stay tuned to the end if you'd like to find out more about the initiatives. Yeah. Okay, so our agenda for today will be I'll be running through the different sections of the template and show you how easy it is to upload your content, edit and personalize the template to suit your own course, how to edit the look and feel, and also finally show you how you can make your course go live. So we will then show you how you can request for a copy of the template so that you can kickstart your course creation journey and then at the end I will be answering some questions that you might have about the course or about course creation, online course creation in general. Yeah, so throughout the webinar, feel free to leave your questions in the Q&A box. We have team members that would be able to answer your questions throughout the webinar as well. Okay, so as mentioned, at the end of the session, Erica will also be sharing the additional resources and initiatives that Open Learning is currently going to launch so that you can take advantage of this to really help you kickstart your course creation adventure.
Yes, exactly. So, okay, without further ado, Marsyitah, I think let's introduce the course template. But before that, I would really like to find out what actually is this course template and who's it for and how can we use it?
Okay, so we name it a course template, but it's actually a course on Open Learning. And you can see that it's an actual course but it's an actual course with a homepage, with course learning outcomes, with course content, learning activities, course reflection. So it's actually a fictional course that we have designed so that you can see how a course can look like. And by looking through the template, you can also be able to hopefully imagine the potential of how your own course can look like. So we've also got some activity ideas that you can reuse in your own course, so you don't have to create everything from scratch. Besides that, you will also find tips and guides in speech bubbles to create a highly engaging and a good quality course. Okay, so I'm going right into showing you the course template itself. But before I do that, I'm going to do like a bit of a little scenario role playing here. So imagine I'm Sally. I'm a successful baker and I would like to create a course to share my baking knowledge with others. However, I'm a baker, so I have no idea how to start an online course. But I've heard about OpenLearning Course Template and I would really like to try it out. So I've requested for a copy of the course template and have gotten access to the template. So let me take you along as I explore and edit the course template as Sally. So as I take you along and explore and edit the course template, you will notice that I'll be drawing from a course plan or a structure that I have prepared beforehand. So in the course plan that I have prepared, I have already prepared my course learning outcomes, the modules that I want to include in the template, in the course, and also some images like thumbnails, banner images, and so on. So it's always a good practice to plan how your course is going to look like on the platform. If you'd like some guidance on how to do that, you can also head to our course, online course called Design a World-Class Course. A link will be shared by my colleague in the chat room. So if you go through the course, you can see step-by-steps on how to prepare your course beforehand, before you actually take it on the platform. So, okay, Erica, so I'm going to start by showing you the course template. I have actually pre-recorded the walkthrough of the course template, and I'll be playing the recorded video now so that you can view. Okay, but throughout the viewing of the video, feel free to ask any questions that you might have in the chat room. Okay, let me share.
Thanks, Marsyitah.
Right, thanks. The access in this course. So upon request, I received this copy of the course template, and I can see that I have been granted administrator access in this course. What's unique about this template is that I won't only be able to get a head start in my course design, but I will also be guided on how to design a high quality course. You can see them through the tips or guides in the speech bubbles. What else is in this template? So there's a fictional course embedded in this template, as well as a step-by-step guide to customizing the template. Based on the step-by-step guide, there are 5 things I need to do to customize this template to suit it to my own course. Let's see what's on the home page. On the home page, there is an image, a welcome message, as well as an ice-breaking activity. If I want to get to know my students and for them to get to know their peers and who they're learning with, then an ice-breaking activity seems crucial. Besides that, it also sets the tone for the course. I can use the same idea and just add it the ice-breaking activity to suit my own course or create a totally new one. I'd like my students to think big, so I'm going to get them to think of their dream cake. Let's start editing the homepage. Click on Edit and click the image to remove the speech bubble. Now I'm going to move the title up and change it to my own course name. My course will be called Ready, Steady, Bake. I'm going to replace this image with an image that I have prepared. Change the size and the style. Now I'm going to change the welcoming message. I have also prepared a simple welcoming message. I'm going to copy and paste it here. Some editing to make it look nice. Right. I'm also going to remove this speech bubble and start editing the ice-breaking activity. So I would like my students to introduce themselves, as well as share an image of their dream cake and comment on their friend's post. So this is my ice-breaking activity. I'm going to remove this image and replace it with my own image. Again, I'm going to change the size, and I would like the image to appear on the right. So it's done. Right. Now I'm going to change the icon as well. With a baking like icon. Change the size and the style. Also, I want it to appear on the left. Probably change the size to a bigger icon. Right. So once I'm done, I can click to view. So this is my home page. Next, I'm going to edit the modules and activities. There are 4 modules already available and some pages already pre-designed. There's a Getting Started module, the first 2 modules of this course, and a course reflection module. Let's start with the first one, which is the Getting Started module. In this Getting Setup page, my students will be guided on how to set up their profile. So I'm going to just use this page as it is. All I need to do is remove this speech bubble. As you can see, the speech bubble is in a widget on its own. So I can remove the whole widget by deleting the widget. There is also a white space widget that I don't need anymore. So I'm going to remove this white space widget as well. Click View and I'm done. Next is What to Expect page. On this page, I will be including all of the information that my students need to know before they start baking with me. In this page, my students can view important information about the course, like my course learning outcomes and modules that I will be including in the course. So I'm going to edit this information to suit my own course. I have prepared a course structure prior to this course building, so I can just copy and paste the information into this page. First, I'm going to remove the speech bubble, and next is editing the learning outcomes. I have 6 learning outcomes in my course, so I can start typing them right away here. I wonder what these hashtags are for, but I'm going to go with the template and create my own hashtag as well and find out what these hashtags are for later. I'm done editing my 6 learning outcomes. Now I'm going to add my course outline. So these are all the modules that I will be delivering in this course. And instead of course outline, I'm going to change this to what will we be learning. So I just need to remove the course plan, which is the file widget. Click Done. And my page is ready. Maybe I can edit this and see what happens. Shrink this into half. Shrink this into half and move it up. Awesome. Now I'm going to add more information, like the big challenge that, the big dream cake challenge that my students will need to do by the end of this course. To add more information on this page, I'm going to drag another text widget, click on Setup, and add the target learners for this course. Done. Next, I'm going to add the Dream Cake Activity Challenge. To beautify this page, I can add spaces, in between each sections. I can also change the icon here with my own icon. Images. Right. Change the size and flip left. Now all I need to do is copy and paste the icon. And my page is ready. In the modules and activities, if I go to getting started, there are 2 pages already available. So all I need to do is edit them. But what if I want to add more information, like a facilitator's profile, and introduce myself in the page? I can add more pages, as many pages as I want. So I've been looking at different guides on how to do that, and one guide that was really helpful for me was this OpenLearning Masterclass video. Based on this video, I found out that adding a page, to add a page, all I need to do is go to Course Setup, go to Content, close the guide, go to Modules and Activities, and just add a page by typing the page name here. To add content in this page, all I need to do is click on Edit the Page. And the text widget is already available by default. So I can just type in my message and introduce myself. I'd like to add a picture of myself here. Change the size and float right. There you go. So I have my profile ready. So here's my facilitator's profile page. If I want to add a thumbnail, all I need to do is to click on the page, click on Edit, and add a thumbnail image. And I have a thumbnail image. I can also change the thumbnail images of all of these pages by doing the same steps. If I need to change any of the titles on the pages, I can also do that by changing them here. The title of my page is changed. Before I start editing the modules, Module 1 and Module 2 and the rest of my modules, I still remember that there were hashtags at the end of my learning outcomes in the What to Expect page. So I'm going to go to the outcomes page and find out more about the usage of these hashtags. I'm going to click on how to use learning outcomes in your course. And read more about the hashtags here. So as a course designer, I need to ensure that my outcomes are aligned with my course content and activities. Learning outcomes are statements that describe what I want my students to be able to do. They will guide me at every step during my course design, so that everything that I include in the course will be working towards what my students will be achieving with the outcomes that I have set for them. So once I have set these outcomes, I will be tagging them to each page in the course content that I will be creating later. Let's do that. I'm going to edit the outcomes here with the outcomes of my own course. Now that I have all of my outcomes and its outcome tags, I can tag my content pages later when I'm designing them. Now let's get to the real stuff, the course content. I'm going to explore Module 1 in this template. All of the pages in this template include tips and guides such as this. I can see that the pages are organized such that it starts with the title and a light introduction activity. The pages uses bullet points, spaces, and images to make the page look tidy and organized. Having activities throughout the page will also allow my students to interact with the content, so they get to do something instead of just passive reading or watching videos. Let's see what's on the next page. On this page, there is a light introduction activity. I love the idea of this activity because my students will be encouraged to express themselves in any format that they prefer, either by typing in, sharing an image, or sharing a video. This allows flexibility and is more personalized for the students as they get to choose how they want to interact with my content. I'm going to explore the rest of the pages in these modules, in these two modules in the template. After going through the pages in this template, I realized that I do not want to edit any of the module pages directly. This is so that I could refer to the activities and guides available in the modules. So I'm going to create my own new modules and pages. I have referred to this video on how to do that. By going to content, I can start creating my own modules and pages. All I need to do is to type in my module name, Baking Basics, and the pages for this first module. It's time to bake a cake. I can also continue to add more modules. In this course. Selecting and measuring ingredients. So now when I go to modules and activities, I can see my two new modules. I can also move these modules to below the Getting Started module. To do that, all I need to do is click on Course Content again. And when I see the arrow icon, just move the modules up. I can also edit my module title. This is how my modules appear now. So now I can start inputting all of my content for the first module. So on this page is where I introduce some basic rules to baking. This page is aligned to the first learning outcomes that I have set. So I can start tagging this page with the first learning outcome. To start adding more content, I can use any of the widgets available on the left. I can also add a video widget. Once I'm done with editing all of my modules and pages, I'm going to edit the appearance of my course, which is changing the banner, the theme color, and other details. To do that, all I need to go to is go to Appearance, change the course banner, I have prepared this course banner based on this recommended size. I'd also like to change the theme color. Probably make it darker. And the background color. I can change the color anytime that I want and view the changes immediately. Next, I'd like to remove the step-by-step guide or hide it. So all I need to do is drag this tab to the right side. On the left, in this template, I can see an inspo page. So I'm going to click on this inspo page and edit the page to suit my own course. I'm going to create an activity in my inspo page. To do that, I need the activity instructions. And I'm going to add an icon. I'm also going to add a container for this activity. Now, I'm going to add a widget called a Share Anything widget. This is where my students will be able to click and add their thoughts, image, videos, link, or files. Any resources that inspires them. Don't forget, if you add any of the post widget, you will also need to make sure that a gallery widget is available. This is so that students will be able to view what they have posted or what their friends have posted. This is how my inspo page looks like, and I can also change the page thumbnail to make them consistent. So I have designed my course and uploaded all of my content, changed the look and feel of my course. Next, what I want to do is design the landing page. This page is what my students will see before joining my course. So how do I promote my page? By default, there is a promotion image available already, but I would like to change this promotion image with a new one. And include more information in the landing page. I can also add more information here, like my modules and any other information like target learners and so on. So I'm going to save and view my landing page for now. This is how my landing page looks like. Once I'm happy with everything, the final step is to make my course online. So currently my course is offline. To make it online, all I need to do is change the status to online. I can also change my course name here if I'd like to, and add a page, add a course thumbnail. My course is ready. I'm excited now to start promoting my course and for students to join me. In the meantime, I plan to go through a course on how I can prepare myself to be a good online facilitator. On Open Learning, there is a course that will help me in this journey. In the Learning Design series, the Facilitating for Success is a course where I can learn to become a good and active online facilitator. Wish me luck! Hi, I'm back. So I hope the recording has been useful for you in showing you how to use and edit the course template that we have available. So we got a lot of questions from the attendees today asking how do I get my hands on the course template. So I'll be showing you the steps right now on how do you request for the template. Okay. To request for the template, you need to fill in a form, which I'm going to show on my screen right now. And I'll be showing live on what are the information that we will need in order for you to request for the form. Okay, so this is the Open Learning Course Template request form. We will need some information in order for you to request for the form. Of course, your first and last name and the email address. So this is important because we will need the email address that you have used to register for Open Learning account. And it needs to be an educator account. That means only if you have an educator account will you be able to create and design a course. Okay, so there are a few types of educator account. We have the personal plan educator, also the partner institution educator. The personal plan educator is when you subscribe to the educator plan personally on your own as an individual, or the partner institution is when your institution or your company has subscribed to Open Learning. So if you'd like to find out, you can also email us to find out if your institution has subscribed to Open Learning. Or you can also find out from your e-learning center or from your any department in your company. Okay, Besides that, there's also a 30-day free trial type of account. This is if you don't currently have an educator account, you can sign up for the 30-day free trial educator account. Okay, and if you'd like to do that, just click on the sign up for your free 30-day open learning trial here, and you will see this page where you will need to fill in your email, your details here to get started. Okay, so once you have the trial account or any other type of educator account, it's important for us to get that email that you have used to register for the account, and also the type of educator account that you have on Open Learning. Choose one. And what is your online course category? So in my case, with the baking course that I have is a lifestyle category. Okay, and what type of an online course do you want to create? I would like to create a paid course, which is the baking course that I just did. And next, you need to choose your preferred course URL for the course template. So this needs to be a unique course URL. So all of the courses on Open Learning has its own unique course URL. So that's why you need to check whether your URL is already available or not. So all you need to do is just click on check if your URL is available. Okay, and once you are logged in, you'll be able to check. So for my case, my course is called Ready Steady Bake, and this is the unique course URL. So this is the information that we will need in the course request form. So you can see here that this URL is already is available, and you can use this URL. Okay, so the information that we need is just this part, the Ready Steady Bake. So you need to copy this and just paste it here. Okay, so once you have checked that your URL is available and you have given us all of this information that we need, you can tick on any of these boxes that you like and click on submit your request. So that you will get an email that's similar to this. Okay, this is to confirm that your Open Learning Course Template request, that we have received it. We have received your request, and we will be reviewing your request and will be in touch with you within 3 to 5 working days. So once we have reviewed, and you will be receiving an email to say that you have access to your course already, the course template already. If you have any further questions, you can also send an email to us at this mylearningservices@openlearning.com. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. Okay, so that's the steps for you to request for the course template. Before I go to the questions, I'm sure there's some of you might have some questions. So before I go through some of the questions, I would like to invite Erica to share her initiatives.
Thanks, Marsyitah. I see that Sally Baker is using the template to offer a paid course. And today, I'd like to share with all of you on the ways that you too can launch your online courses and enroll paying customers, paying students, paying learners. And we call this contentpreneurship, which is, well, a new form of digital entrepreneurship where you take your content, fuse it with your entrepreneurial mindset, and start enrolling learners. And we believe that the course template that you've just seen and can then request for will be able to fast track your way to becoming a contentpreneur. Now, I believe all of us here today, we have the skills, the expertise, the experience of a certain subject matter, whatever that you are experienced in, and you can actually turn that into a successful online course and start to generate income online. Now, we understand that, well, it has been a very challenging few months globally. But we have also seen that there has been a significant increase in demand for online education, right? Whether they are short courses or certification programs, online workshops, or even webinars. We have seen this, and more importantly, locally in Malaysia, highly focused online courses are now, the demand for them are now higher than ever. For example, now this is a course designed by Norizan Sharif. He is a Malaysian trainer who is based in New York. I think my colleagues will be sharing the link to this course for you for your reference. Now, Norizan is a Malaysian trainer, and he's based in New York. But he has just started offering professional development courses in Bahasa Malaysia aimed at graduates who are unemployed to improve their employability, to give them the soft skills that they need. And in less than a month, he's gotten more than 2,000 students, and they pay 30 ringgit each to enroll in their course. So and because of this success, he has created 2 other courses, and he has just launched them recently. Now, another one, I'll show you another example. This is NIOSH, an occupational health and safety training company with over 25 years of experience in Malaysia. And they too have started offering their training services online. To date, we have seen over 3,000 students completing their training courses online in these circumstances where, they would usually have to be face-to-face. So at OpenLearning, we want to empower more individuals and more businesses like this to really start offering your expertise or your services online, and to then start generating income digitally. So we have launched, I'm very excited to announce this, we have launched some very exciting initiatives for both businesses and individuals. Now, if you go to this site, if you're a business, right, you can head to this site. My colleagues will share it now. You'll be able to see all the initiatives that we have launched on this site. And you'll find that we are now offering for businesses a free personalized consultation to help you strategize your digital transformation, as well as you will receive a live system walkthrough to understand what the platform can do and what are the programs that you can then offer online. And for a limited time, Malaysian organizations will get an exclusive discount of our institution and our enterprise subscription plans. Now, for individuals, right? If you are a freelance content creator or an individual trainer or an educator, whether you're retired or you're still currently teaching, head to this site instead. Here you'll find our contentpreneur initiatives designed to help you launch your online courses fast and start earning. Now, if you head to that site, you'll see that it is it's catered to individuals and to really help you to jumpstart your journey. Now, I would like to draw your attention to these 2 creator support programs that we've just launched. Okay, the first one is we have a 30-day creator challenge. Now, this is a step-by-step guided course building challenge where we will take you through the different milestones of planning, building, launching, and even selling your course online. And you'll be able to unlock course building rewards along the way. So to find out more, just click here and you'll be able to learn more about the challenge as well as to apply to join the challenge. On the right here, we also have launched a 100,000 ringgit creator support fund, where we encourage high potential creators with existing content, or if you have existing training materials, to apply for it to receive additional support. Now, the support within this fund comes in the form of workshops. We also do personalized consultation with our learning design and marketing experts. And we also can consider a partial or a full course building sponsorship for your existing content. Just find out more by clicking on Learn More. And the last thing that I would like to share is upskill.my. Upskill.my is a new online course marketplace that is powered by OpenLearning. And it is going to list a series or a curated list of skills-based courses for Malaysians by Malaysians, right? And from all of the above initiatives, right, after launching your courses, you can then apply to list your courses on Upskill.my, where you will receive additional marketing support to promote your course to get more learners, and even go into revenue share opportunities with OpenLearning. So for all this or more, right? For all this or more, for information on all this or more, please feel free to reach out to me at this email. And as I mentioned before, these initiatives are more geared towards our Malaysian partners. But if you are based in Australia or you are anywhere around the world and you're interested to find out more or to learn about any collaboration opportunities or partnership opportunities, please feel free to reach out to me as well. And I look forward to hearing from you, and all the best with your course design.
Thank you, Erica. Thank you, Prof. Raja, and for your comment. I hope it was interesting and helpful for you and your team back in Oman. Right, so we are already 3 minutes over our scheduled webinar time. However, I am happy to stay on and answer any questions if you have. I'm sure you have more questions later on once you have started practicing using the template. So feel free to check in with us at My Learning Services at openlearning.com. My colleague will be able to share with you the contact details in the chat section. And if you have any questions, I can take the questions now. If you would like to leave the session, that's also fine. And hope to see you again in our next webinar. And is there anything else that you'd like to share? Any last words, Erica?
Well, I'm really excited actually to go through the template that we've just launched. I think even from the beginning, even from a few years ago when people want to start offering courses, it is quite a challenging first step for many to take. And I think because of the situation that we're currently in, to have the template and to have all the other initiatives that we're launching, I'm really excited to see the outcomes of it. So I do look forward to receiving your requests or your emails, and we would really like to see how we can work with each and every one of you out there.
Thank you, Erica. So if there are no other questions, then we will be emailing to you this recording. So you'll get a copy of this, and also together with all of the some of the questions, FAQs that we got throughout the session, as well as a copy of the recording on YouTube, right?
Yep. And all the links that we've shared, I know we've shared many links today. Don't worry, they will all be in the follow-up email. And if you're joining us on YouTube and you would like to receive a copy of the follow-up email, just leave your comments in the chat box, and we will make sure that you get a copy as well.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you, everyone. All the best. You can do it. Let's go digital together.
Yay. Bye. Bye.